Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be my opinion on Noah's winter outlook 2017-2018. And even though you might not care about my opinion, I just don't want anyone to be basing 100% their forecast or what they think based off Noah's outlook, because though Noah is definitely most of the time not right. And it's sad to say, but usually they're not right, unfortunately. They always just seem to go. I'll show you guys in a minute what I'm talking about. So first off, they talk about the La Nina pattern and how it's gonna occur this year, and then they make this Mike Helper talk about Noah's winter outlook for 2017-2018, which is a pretty cool video. I watched it, and pretty much in that video they just talk about what La Nina is, how it's gonna affect the northern hemisphere, how it's gonna affect American weather, USA weather, and it's not that long of a video. I think it's like 2 minutes or something like that. I'm not gonna watch it because that takes a little bit too much of a time. But this is their winter outlook for precipitation, and you could see I would agree with this pretty much, except I think that I would include the Northeast in here and a little bit further south into Iowa and South Dakota, Nebraska, all these states. I would include that also. And I would agree with this also, just that I think I would include California, more Southern California, into the drier weather. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I agree with them, but I don't really agree with the temperature outlook at all. I think that the cooler conditions aren't just going to be confined to the Northwest and the North. I think they're going to be confined to the Midwest and the Northeast. And I do think it's going to be warmer in the South, but I don't think it's going to be that warmer as they're showing, like 50% warmer, 40% warmer, or 50%. Their confidence is that's going to be warmer. No, I think it's not going to be that warm and hot. I think it's going to be more varied, sometimes cool, sometimes warm. Overall, it's going to be warmer, but I don't think it's going to be that warm in the South. But I do think it's going to be cooler in the North, and it's going to be also in the Northeast and Midwest, not just confined to the very fringe of the Northwest. And they're only one thing and they also talk about the drought, and that's pretty much it. One thing I have to say is what they did is pretty much took the La Nina pattern, the typical La Nina pattern, and they just applied it for this winter because they knew that there's going to be the La Nina this year, and all they did was pretty much put it on the map and said this is what's going to be it. They took the typical La Nina pattern, which looks like this, and they applied it. See, look, dry, wet, and cold just in the Northwest. And they just took this exact map and they applied it for this year. But unfortunately, they can't just do that because there's a lot of variations that come through a lot of variations that come through when it comes. Also, drought comes in effect. That varies each year, even though if it's a La Nina, each La Nina is not the same. Each La Nina varies. It's not made equal. Some La Ninas, it's colder in the Northwest. Some La Ninas, it's colder in the Midwest. And all they did was just took the La Nina typical pattern and just put it in the Northwest. Same with the precipitation outlook. Where is that? Oh, right here. All they did was just take the exact Northwest weather and the Midwest weather also, and all I did was just put it on the map. I think even though that's a good tactic, I just don't think it's gonna be right this year because I just think that there's just so much variation. The hurricane season that was really strong, that plays a very big impact on La Nina this year. Also, the drought, which is in the Northwest, in the upper plains, it's playing a huge role on whether they're going to get snow or that they're going to get a lot of snow precipitation. And it just pretty much, there's a lot of variations that go into this. I don't want to get into it too far deep, but I just don't think, the general purpose of this video is please don't make your opinions on Noah's outlooks, because even though Noah is government sponsored, it's a very trusty source. It's in fact not really that trusty, and most of the time, because I at the beginning also thought they were a really good source of weather, but as through the years went on, I was in 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. Not many times they were right about the winter outlooks, and I was always kind of disappointed in them. So now I just came to see that they're usually not accurate. So I just don't think this is what's going to happen. I think, well, if you want to see what I think is going to happen, you could just go on my YouTube page and you could watch my outlooks. I'll have a final. I think I'll have 2 more winter outlooks coming out. It's third preliminary outlook and then a final outlook. So that's pretty much this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next episode.